Hey Strummer, did you know that there's 3 different ways you can play the open G chord, and each one of these ways work better in different situations? Whether you're strumming along to a ballad like Every Rose Has Its Thorn, or just changing from G to C, I'll show you the best way to use these, and plus I'm going to share you a tip on how to change chords. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so the first G we're going to look at, the first way to play G, we're going to look at is a 4-finger version of G. So we're going to start off with fingers 3 and 4 on the top 2 strings here at the 3rd fret. So your 3rd finger goes on string number 2 there at the 3rd fret, and your pinky directly underneath it on string 1 at the 3rd fret. And you're going to bring these 2 fingers, the middle finger up on the string 6, 3rd fret, and your first finger is going to be on string 5, fret 2. All right. Now this is a big, full sounding G chord. All right, adds a lot of depth to the songs that you play, and this is perfect for when you're playing a song like Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Okay, because you can just change to the C add 9 chord, which generally follows it, by just dropping these 2 fingers down 1 string towards the floor. Keep the same shape, of course, and just drop it down. So fingers 3 and 4 don't move, right? And fingers 1 and 2 just drop 1 down. Now, songs like Every Rose, as I mentioned, or any song that uses C add 9 is perfect for this. So think maybe Time of Your Life by Green Day there. And it's such an easy change, and like I use these shapes to get all my beginners started. So when they come in and they're not, they have never played a chord before, I get them to use these shapes because it's basically 1, maybe 2 finger changes, and that gets them set up really quickly and playing a lot of songs. All right, and you can check that out in my beginner guitar course, Campfire Guitar Superstars. Just look at the link below in the description. All right, so that's your first way. Let's look at way number 2. All right, so the second way we're going to look at the G chord is a 3-finger version. All right, very close to the 4-finger version. So fingers 1 and 2 is going to be in position like that one, but we're not going to use the pinky this time, and we're just going to take the 3rd finger to this top string there at the 3rd fret. Now this comes up in all your chord diagram books and everything like that. And it's a nice, full sounding G. Alright, so I use it this way when I'm playing a song like, or changing to E minor, and like I'm just going to keep my 1st finger in place there, take the 3rd and 2nd finger off, and bring my 2nd finger directly under the 1st finger to get that E minor chord. Alright, so what this does, sets me up for what generally follows a G, E minor, and that's a C chord, and my 2nd finger is already in position, so I just leave that and pivot around with the other 2 fingers to put it into the C shape, and there I am. So I've got the G shape, keep the 1st finger there, going in the E minor, with the 2nd finger directly underneath it, hold that 2nd finger there and move the other 2 fingers around for the C chord. Alright, and what works well with this also is as you're moving from the C and playing like a chord like D7, the 1st finger's in position, and you can just drop those 2 fingers around it for the D7 chord. Alright, so you got your G, E minor, C, D7. Alright, and the good thing is, if you're playing a song like Stand By Me, you got the G, E minor, goes a couple of measures longer, C into D7, and then your 3rd finger just slides back up 1 fret towards the 3rd fret, and then comes back into the G. All right, so you've got the whole course there, and 1 finger stays on the guitar all times, which helps with smooth chord transitions. So keep this. Alright, so that's great for a song like Stand By Me. Alright, so the 3rd way we're going to look at this open G chord is my preferred way, but it can be a little tricky for some people to get going, but there's huge benefits with it. So we're just going to use the same shape as the 3-finger G, like in example 2, but we're going to change our fingers 2, 3, and 4. So our second finger goes on string 5, fret 2, our third finger, string 6, fret 3, and our pinky up on the first string at fret 3. Right, just a great sounding chord. Right, here's the beauty of it though. All right, because most people, if they're playing that version of the G and then changing to a C, there's a lot of movement going around, a lot of finger gymnastics going on. All right, so to circumvent that, if you just keep these two fingers in the same shape, drop it one string towards the floor each, so on strings 5 and 4, you're right there for your C shape. Right? So it makes a nice, quicker chord transition, which is going to give you smoother transitions overall. Right? And here's the beauty. So if you're playing like a G to a D, for example, using this fingering, the 2, 3, 4, all you're going to do is keep fingers 2 and 3 in position and just drop it to the bottom 2 strings. I mean bottom closest to the floor. So the G comes down, straight down to the top 2 strings, and then drops your first finger into the D chord there. So you drop it down and then place your first finger to play the D. Right? That is a huge time saver there compared to that one. You can just keep those fingers 2 and 3, just follow the frets down to the top 2 strings, drop your first finger in, and then you're there for the G to a D. Right? Also, when you change back to the C, for example, you bring your first fingers 2 and 3 up to the position where they are C, right? And you've got this whole conformity going on there, and all the fingers don't move, right? And just makes chord transitions so quicker than your other way that with fingers 1, 2, and 3. And if you put a capo on any fret, and you can play many songs with just that, and you'll see a lot of professional guitar players play the G chord like this, right? Now, you don't use it in every circumstance. I only use these 3 ways to play open G compared what is the next chord after G, all right? I want to get there as quick as possible. So just to recap, for the 4-finger one, if I'm playing a C add 9 next, I just drop those 2 fingers down. It's a no-brainer. If I'm playing a song like Stand By Me, fingers 1, 2, 3, first finger's in position for the E minor chord, then move through the other 2 chords. If I'm playing a G to D song, right, or even G to C, like Brown Eyed Girl, for example, there, C, G, D. Fingers 2 and 3 stay on the same frets, they just change strings. All right, and if you want to play open chords, or you're just getting started and you want to play songs, campfire style songs, check out my beginner guitar course. It's Campfire Guitar Superstars. It's 10 songs that you can run through at your own pace to get you up playing quickly. I keep the chord shapes nice and easy so we can concentrate on strumming patterns. Hey, it's all free. Go and have a look at it. Just follow the link here or click on the one in the description. And that, my strummer friend, is me for this week. Have fun, put those G chord shapes together however you want, but remember to use it in the context of the song that you're playing. All right. Oh, one final tip. Of course, you're going to get better with your open chord changes. So at the end of the day, it's not going to matter so much what shape you use. You'll get quicker with the transitions. But to get you started so you can get those quick transitions going and making nice smooth chord changes, I suggest just following the way that I've laid it out for you. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.